Raza United Party. Culture is power, history is knowledge. The United People's Party, United Race Party, former Hispanic Politic Party. Mexican American Chicano nationalism was created in 1978 throughout Texas and Southern California. It said everything was about voting rights, everything was about better education, everything was about better wage living, being a participant in the United States in the 1970s, everybody fighting for rights. And each group had their own little thing and own little mindset of how they were going to push being Chicano or Latino or Hispanic. It says the part Raza is usually known. So you got the 1970 the Raza United Party's four main goals. So typically supported by Mexican Americans, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. They did poorly in 78 in the elections. So the Raza United Party was trying to be a part of the Democratic and Republican Party, as in being a chairman, trying to get people to be mayors, presidents, governors. The Raza United Party's four main goals: to uphold equal respiration for all people, to construct new government that benefits the people while fulfilling needs of individuals, to disseminate the the exploitation of future generations by ending causes of poverty and injustice, to understand the need to negotiate racist practices in order to discontinue the physical and cultural genocide practices. The Raza United Party ideology was based on Chicano nationalism ideas and some matrix ideas. The and Mexican American Youth Organization. It says all of us were frustrated of the lack of political efficiency at the lack of any base movement inspired by the civil rights movements and the leaders Martin Luther King, black nationalists like Malcolm X. They reached the conclusion that the actions being taken by the leaders of the Chicano movement were not doing enough to get results. They decided that they would halt the current approach by groups like LULAC and the GI reform, which by the 60s relied on and supported, were groups were supported by whites to achieve their goals. The five men decided that their new tactics would be much more confrontational. They decided to incorporate the model of confrontation politics without research, but also foregoing the use of nice language, sharpening up their skills, getting more political, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. The Raza United Party started to simultaneously efforts throughout the United States. Let's see. During the 70s, the Raza United Party decided to change tactics from a get out the vote organization and get out the vote and more community-based grassroots revolutionary nationalist state of mind, pretty much. Instead of let's assimilate, let's get out and vote and try to change. Well, no, let's just create our own. Let's be nationalists and take care of ourselves. All Chicanos, other Latinos, and Native Americans, American Southwest, commonly called Aslan, voted in as a National Party chairman in 1978. The party held a second national convention in which Ron Jose Pena was elected chairman in 1980. By the year 74, Crystal City was the only city Raza United Party still had political power. He was approached and convicted to 15 years in prison, pled guilty to one count of drug charges. Mm. Man, it's pretty interesting how, reestablish these groups and organizations so strong within back in the days. What is and how is it can we learn from the Chicanos from the 60s and 70s on being political organizers, nationalists, activists, state of mind? That's what we need to get back into. We need to stop trying to get into this assimilation of the United States. That's what we learn from these groups. Other than that, Chicanos, that's a little appetizer to keep the history and culture going. Remember, you could always dig deeper, get more into it, and, share what you learn with other people. Culture is power, history is knowledge.